toward the flag near the scoreboard at the end of the field and join us for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our alma mater, performed by our Fairfield High School Concert Choir. You may be seated.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the graduation of this group of graduates from the class of 2020. Just a couple of things before we start. If you haven't been in the facility before, bathrooms are located behind the bleachers. Pictures, I'm sure lots of pictures will want to be taken, and that's more than fine. During the ceremony, if you move around, you're certainly willing to do that. If you please put on a mask to take pictures when they graduate, that's more than fine. After the ceremony, you certainly can take pictures wherever you would like. There's a nice wooden class of 2020 emblem that the class is donating to the school as the class gift. People in the first session were taking lots of pictures around there as well. So welcome, class of 2020, family and friends. This ceremony is all about celebrating you guys, the seniors. Congrats on all your accomplishments. It has been a wandering journey to arrive at this point, but here we are. And really, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Haley Wagner, who is the class salutatorian. She's here to give the speech for this class. Thank you.
Good evening. Today I have been given the opportunity to give this speech as salutatorian of Fairfield High School's class of 2020. The class of 2020 may have become the class to graduate under unforeseen circumstances, but before all of that, we were always the class that teachers had to be warned about. We were that class, the one that seemed to never get better, the one that was always described as, unique. But look at us now, we're done with high school. Hypothetically, we've been done for about a month or two, but that's not important. What is important is the fact that we actually made it. It just took 13 years, a really stressful election, and a pandemic, but we made it. It took a lot to get us to this point. It took effort from every single one of us, and look where it got us. One by one, we are all seated as the class of 2020, graduating together. All of our efforts have paid off, and we're finally able to step away feeling successful. I know personally, over the 4 years of being here, I've learned to express caution when pushing my limits. I feel like you go into high school with this feeling that you're almost invulnerable to anything, but that isn't true. Growing up, you learn what beats you down and what makes you stand back up again. We've learned when to keep going and when it was okay to take a break. I'm not saying that the theme of the Scarlet Ibis wasn't the most important thing I've learned, but I am saying that sometimes it's not just the homework that we need to learn from in high school. I know that in the 4 years of high school, I've learned so much about my own strengths and my own weaknesses. I know that every single one of us went through our own challenges and struggles to get to this point today. We've changed from our 8th grade selves, and that's a fact. I know I used to be one of the most introverted people in this school, but recently I've actually been described as outgoing, and I was a little weirded out at first. However, it's with moments like these that I realize just how much I've changed, and I think it's important to acknowledge that every now and again. Maybe your hobbies have changed, or maybe you've had to change a key component of your lifestyle, but that's okay. Without change, we'd never be able to understand who we are. Of course, we have our wonderful families and teachers to thank for helping us get this far. I know one thing about Fairfield is how close-knit everyone seems to be. Now, whether you see that as a good thing or not is up to you. However, I feel that it really does create a unique experience here at Fairfield High School, with both our peers and some amazing teachers. Walking the halls of the school, you always knew you were surrounded by teachers who were there for you every step of the way. I will always treasure the small moments we had in class. From listening to Mr. Ball quote an entire conversation from The Office, to him telling us the life-changing advice of, "The tie doesn't make you look good, you make the tie look good." To this day, Allie Yordi and I know we can happily hold the title of his best worst students. I feel like my AP English class, as short as it was this semester, had a large impact on my senior year. Thank you for listening to me argue with Greg Gipe as I defended Lady Macbeth and tore apart just about every character from Wuthering Heights. I'll never forget the recurring topic that appeared in that class and seemed to haunt the hallways of the entire school. It was Greg's wonderful argument of whether art was done for passion rather than money. I had to tell him that, as an art major, I'm not expecting Jeff Bezos for his trillionaire status. While at the time there may have been a lot of negative responses to this debate, it managed to bring our class together in the strangest way. These quotes in class discussions show the value of holding on to the little things in life. These memories are the kind that happen unplanned. They can occur nearly every day, and it may be weeks later until you realize their significance. However, what matters is that we are all able to leave high school with these small memories that last a lifetime. When it comes to thanking people who have left a mark on our lives, it would be foolish not to mention our class advisors. Senora Phillips and Frau Klein are two of the best advisors we could ever have asked for. We were originally a class struggling to find advisors, but these two took us under their wing and helped us down our path. We could never have stayed so determined to help our class flourish without them, so we all owe them the biggest thanks possible. As mentioned before, aside from this quarantine, we have all had to overcome many obstacles throughout these years. While our struggles all differ from one another, I think we can all agree that the support from our friends and family have helped us get this far. As students trying to build a successful future, we have the tendency to raise our expectations for ourselves above our natural threshold. That is why I'll always be thankful for my parents' never-ending support and guidance as they help me grow to be proud of the life I live. Thank you to my older brother, Caleb, for always making me laugh and checking up on me when I needed it most. And of course, I also have my sister Morgan to thank for being my best friend who is constantly by my side, and for also taking the time to help me in chemistry, even when I call her at 10 p.m. asking for help. Each and every one of us are moving on to new parts of our lives practically blind. We don't know the decisions we'll have to make in the future, and we certainly don't know the results of our actions. However, we all have potential inside each and every one of us. Sometimes we don't always see that potential, but as long as we lead ourselves into a positive life, it'll shine through for everyone you meet. As we all set out into the great unknown, I'd like to end this speech with a piece of advice that would be beneficial, no matter where your life will lead. In the great words of Dwight Schrute, whenever you're about to do something, think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, do not do that thing. Thank you for your time, and congratulations to our class of 2020.
Mr. Adamak and Mrs. Van Meter, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, I certify the students from the Fairfield Area High School class of 2020 have met the requirements for graduation and are now eligible to receive their diplomas.
Tyler Stephen Ferrace. Tyler will be entering the United States Army as a 68 Whiskey combat medic with an unknown ship-out date.
Very much. Congratulations. All the arrows on the way down.
Elena Lillian Frederikus. Elena will be in the Air National Guard and attending Harrisburg Area Community College.
Yeah, it is. Come on, sir.
Gregory Riley Gipe. Greg will be attending Delaware Valley University, majoring in wildlife management and conservation with a second major of secondary education.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Janelle Ashley Howe. Janelle will be entering the workforce, working in health care to obtain her CNA certification.
Haley Nicole Joy. Haley will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College, majoring in radiology.
Madison Lee Kay. Maddie will be attending Arizona State University, majoring in kinesiology.
Jacob Paul McKnight. Jacob will be entering in the workforce in golf course maintenance and will pursue a career in the welding industry.
Kayla Irene Mummert. Kayla will be attending York College of Pennsylvania, majoring in nursing.
Cameron Muse. Cam will be pursuing OSHA training and after certification addition, will be working at Site R in building trade contracting.
Lane Hunter Sanders. Lane will be entering the workforce working in pipe fitting.
Good job, man. Congratulations.
Christopher James Schaefer. Chris will be attending Kent State University, majoring in aeronautical systems engineering.
Awesome job, man. All the arrows right on down.
Wyatt Garrison James Shorp. Wyatt will be entering the workforce working as a heavy truck diesel mechanic for David H. Martin Excavating.
Catherine Grace Schreiner. Katie will be attending Penn State Altoona, majoring in psychology.
Lillian Jane Smith. Lily will be attending Penn State Monalto, majoring in nursing with a minor in psychology.
Garrett William Stadler. Garrett will be attending Piedmont College, majoring in applied physics.
Good job, man. You're welcome.
Brianna Raylan Starlipper. Bree will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College for an associate's degree, then transferring to Messiah University to obtain her bachelor's degree in elementary education.
Haley Rose Wagner. Haley will be attending Millersville University, majoring in interactive and graphic design.
Bella Rain Walston. Bella will be attending McDaniel College, major undecided.
Christopher Scott Walter. Christopher will be pursuing a career as a professional firefighter.
Two steps at a time. Congratulations, Chris. Awesome job, man.
John William Whitcomb. John will be attending IUP, majoring in exercise science, sport, and physical education. He will be entering the United States Marine Corps after college.
Good job, man.
Jeremy Kitchell Whitmore. Jeremy will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College, majoring in elementary education.
Congratulations.
Colby Leo Bible. Colby will be entering the workforce working as a firefighter EMT.
Congratulations, Colby. I gotta take a picture here. Awesome job, man.
McKenna Patricia Wolf. McKenna will be attending Wingate University, majoring in communication.
Olivia Ryan Yordi. Ali will be attending Wilkes University, major undecided.
You're welcome.
Kylie Youngkins. Kylie will be entering the workforce, working in dentistry.
That's the workout. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our Fairfield Area School District Class of 2020 graduates.
Thank you for joining us this evening for the graduation ceremony. At this point, this concludes the ceremony. You're free to meet your graduates and take pictures and mill around the stadium field. Thank you.